funny guy coming up right now. Have fun, ladies and gentlemen. Coming on stage for the first time, the comedy of Adam Huhn. Come on, give him a hand. Let him hear it. Adam Huhn, here he comes. He's almost here. Adam Huhn. There we go.
All right, tough act to follow there. Got to talk to his tailor, that guy. Holy shit. Dude is sharp. Anyway, I'm going to reach into my bag of jokes and tell you guys a couple of them. So, I was dating this beautiful Chinese girl named Asia. Everything's going great. New cuisines, exotic cultures, everything is beautiful. Everything was great until I met her family. I go to the house, they're all lined up on the stoop. I look at Mom, she points at me, she says, "Give me blue-eyed baby." All right. I turn to Dad, shakes his fist, he says, "White man, pinky king." All right. So I look at Grandma, hoping for a reprieve, and she didn't even look at me. She just, "Hing na go, ding ding now." I'm like, what did she just say? What? Asia looks at me and she's like, "Another loser." So, later that summer, me and Asia were down at Robert Moses Beach taking a nice long walk. We're heading east, walking and walking, beautiful day, 4th of July weekend. It's beautiful. As we're going down, I see this dude in the surf. He's got like a 12-foot surf casting pole. He's trying to get some fish or something. And as I get closer and the waves break around this guy, I notice I must have passed a certain line because he ain't wearing nothing. So I yell out to him, "Hey, yo, buddy, anything biting?" He turns around, puts his hands on his hips, kind of looks down actually, and he says, "Just a few nibbles." Anyway, the funniest shit happened. By the end of the night, I found out we both had labradoodles as kids. No, seriously. The year's 1987. My dad just married a raving lunatic. Out of her fucking mind. Her name was Phyllis. Wonderful lady. I'm at her house, and I hand her a Christmas gift and a card, and before I can even get the shit in her hand, she looks at me and she says, "You know I'm Jewish, I don't celebrate Christmas." I said, look in the card, Phyllis, please." As she opens it up, she sees a $100 gift certificate, grabs me, looks into my eyes and says, "Feliz Navidad, son." Alright, so, I'll tell you nothing. A little secret of mine. My little side hustle here. It's making me lots of money. I'm getting rich on it, actually. So, anybody ever heard of Uber Eats in here? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you get rich. So, it's 1 in the morning. I get a little buzz on my phone. It says, "Go pick up a package at CVS." So I run over there. $39. I'm all happy about this. It's a paper bag, stapled at the top. I'm like, all right. Only 10 minutes to drop off. Go to the door, I ring the bell. This giant dude answers the door. All I can see is this huge-ass Rolex watch on his wrist. And he just looks at me all sorts of cross. And I'm like, okay. A package for Nene, please? He looks down at me from 8 feet tall and he says, "You mean my 15-year-old daughter, Shanae?" Before I can explain that I'm just the Uber Eats guy, he pulls out of the bag this giant, glow-in-the-dark, neon-colored vibrator, and then everything just went blank. Everything went blank. 3.5 days later, I wake up in the hospital. I see the nurse and I say, "Come over here. Where am I? What happened?" She said, "Sir, maybe you could explain. 6 doctors just spent 4.5 hours in the operating room removing your deliveries as well as a very large Rolex watch." I want to end this little session of ours with a scary story. Everybody likes scary stories? Let's have a really scary story. So, a blind date. I'm rolling up to the curb. Before I even can see this chick, I get this epiphany feeling. I see her face and I realize we're not going out to Pepe's Steakhouse this night. We're not going out there. No, we're going to the fun house, the haunted house. But I want to find out who's going to scare who when we get there. So we get to the place, and as we're inside, we're walking through, I realize what she lacks in looks, she makes up for in personality. She's just a real firecracker. She's an amazing girl. We get out. I haven't even made it 10 steps out of the building. The owner comes running up with a job application, and before I could even say another word, she joined the crew. So 2.5 months go by. I'm trying to call her. I'm trying to get another date because I got to think for this chick. And I guess, Halloween must have finally ended. So I finally get a hold of her and I say, you know what, let's just keep it simple. Let's take a nice walk in the park, baby. We go to the park, we're walking. 10 minutes go by, not even. A cop runs up to me and slaps me with a $250 ticket. And I'm like, what the F, dude? I look at the ticket and it says, walking dog without a leash. I'm hurt. This is hurtful. How can you do this to me? Picnic's over. Go back to the car, open the door. She bites my leg. I know, I was stunned too. Well, I think that's the end of the show here, guys.